Philipp Winkler is a shooting star in Germany's literary scene. His novel Hool has been a surprise sensation. It centers on the hooligan scene of his hometown football club, Hannover 96. The book has been lauded by both the public and the critics. Since the novel debuted a month ago, Winkler's been rushing from one reading and interview to the next. Hool has even been shortlisted for the German Book Prize. Can a writer who's been living on welfare for the past year make it in established literary circles? Since the marketing campaign for Hool kicked off, Philipp Winkler has had very little time to himself. Winkler drew inspiration from the fans of his hometown football club, Hannover 96. He spent 2 years writing the novel. In the first month after hitting store shelves, it has already sold 25,000 copies.
This book is so incredibly successful. I never dreamt this was possible. But has this radically changed my life? Sure, some things have changed. I never had to give interviews before. I mean, who wants to interview a job seeker?
Another book signing. Hool tells the story of Heiko, who's a brutal fighter. The tale is told in bare-knuckle language, and it's full of astute observations. It provides an intimate look into the hooligan scene.
It's a foreign world to me. But I enjoyed the book, because you can somewhat identify with the protagonist.
Welcome to the show, Philipp Winkler. Glad you could make it. Today you'll be reading from your novel Hool.
Winkler gives plenty of interviews during his reading tour. He gets the same question over and over. Is the novel based on personal experience or just well-researched?
I did extensive research for the first half year. But at that point I already knew much more than anyone else who isn't involved in the scene. I've just always been really interested in it and closely followed what was happening.
Readings like these are uncharted territory for Winkler. The hall is sold out. Winkler's decided to read some tamer passages without violence. He wants to bring out his character's human side, describe feelings and emotions.
Listen, Heiko, those guys over there ain't clowns. Unnecessarily, he points over to the cars. Yeah, great idea to point, they can't misunderstand that. You keep quiet, I'll do the talking. And now hand me that gun from the glove box, but down low. They're not supposed to see. It's odd when you laugh at your own material.
People appreciate Winkler's laid-back persona, and once again his books sell well at the event. Afterward, he's exhausted but relieved.
This is only the beginning with the readings. I've become pretty used to interviews by now. Yeah, it was good. I think the audience enjoyed it. That's what matters.
On the next day, Winkler heads to the football stadium to watch Hannover 96 play FC Union Berlin. What seems like leisure time is actually work. 2 journalists accompany Winkler. When they arrive, the changes in his life become apparent. He'll be watching the match from the VIP section, just like Germany's former Chancellor Gerhard Schröder. The Hanover fans' pyrotechnics briefly halt the second half. But ultimately, Hanover loses 2-1. Frankfurt Central Station. Another day, another challenge.
Guten Tag.
Winkler's on his way to the German Book Prize award ceremony. He hasn't gotten over his team's defeat last night, but he did enjoy the pyrotechnics.
Sure, that was awesome, but the timing was wrong. You could tell the police were pretty nervous. They could sense something was going to happen. Oh well. But I didn't really take in much of the match with the journalists accompanying me and all that. So I didn't pay a lot of attention to the game. At least there was some action in the second half, even though the score wasn't satisfying. But what can you do?
Leider dann mit dem falschen Ergebnis, aber naja, kann man nicht machen.
In an hour's time, the 2016 German Book Prize will be awarded. It's one of the industry's most prestigious awards.
Is that everything?
Alles raus? Alles klar. Super,
Great,
danke.
thanks.
Winkler is the only first-time author shortlisted for the prize. His publisher is waiting for him.
Aktuell, ja, toll.
It's all good.
And then it's time for the photographers. Is Winkler nervous?
Muss ja nichts machen.
I don't have to do anything today.
Muss ja nur
I just have to sit here and eventually get rid of my chewing gum.
Hallo. Freut mich.
Time for a group picture with the shortlisted authors. They're all literary stars.
So, ne? Wie weiter hier?
So, weiß ich nicht.
Ist das Buch wieder?
They still don't know who will win the book prize.
That sounds like a machine gun.
The German Book Prize brings together the who's who of the literary scene. Philipp Winkler is one of the few not wearing a suit, because he doesn't own one. Yet again, Winkler's book is presented and praised.
Hool ist die Geschichte eines Außenseiters.
Hool is the tale of Heiko. He's an outsider. His dad's an alcoholic, his mum ran off. He flunked his high school finals twice. All he has left is anger. And the only thing he thinks he can do is fight and organize matches.
I spit the mouthguard into my hand sticky from the blood. My face is throbbing with hot pain. I look up to Ulf. I hope there's a second round.
There hasn't been a novel like this before. It's an intimate look into a scene that so far hasn't received any literary attention. Philipp Winkler, who's a debutante, has established himself as a figure in contemporary literature. With great dialogue, with tough dialogue, with hard-hitting sentences coming at breakneck speed, it's full of memorable scenes.
The German Book Prize 2016 for the Novel of the Year. The German Publishers and Booksellers Association awards this prize to
Bodo Kirchhoff.
Bodo Kirchhoff, the distinguished gentleman of Germany's literary scene. The next day, the press will write that the jury lost its courage at the last minute.
At that moment I thought, I'd placed my bets wrong. I didn't expect to win myself. That's why I hadn't prepared an acceptance speech or anything like that.
It's a pity for the publishing house. We would have loved to print an extra 40,000 copies in the next 3 days. But I'm happy for Philipp Winkler. As an editor, you represent the author, not just the publishing house. This will help him develop his career. And he can still outdo himself, so it won't present an obstacle to his further literary career.
Time for some small talk at the reception. Kirchhoff has got some advice for Winkler.
But next time, you've got to write something different. It's crucial.
My next book will be totally different.
Great. Excellent. Okay, I'll head back over to my family, all right?
Philipp Winkler has learned how to take such advice. This day's been a massive success for him.
I'm neither sad, nor angry, nor disappointed. None of that. Life is good.